Mauricio, good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
Any team news for us to be aware of, please, first of all, for this game?
No, nothing new. All the same than the last few weeks.
We've talked about it, I think, for the last 2 Fridays, the fact that you had agreed to sign your new contract, and now it's been signed, the ink is dry, and you'll be staying. Can you just talk a little bit again about why you felt this was an important thing to do, and why it was an important thing to do now?
Well, I think it's very important for me. I feel the trust from the chairman, from Daniel Levy, from the club, from the supporter, from the player. I think we have a fantastic feeling for the future, and to be here is very important for us to continue to develop our philosophy, our game, and I think that the project and the potential of the club is massive, and it's exciting to be here.
And I think I'm right in saying that your title has changed. You're no longer head coach, you are manager. What's the significance of that?
No, like in last season, I was head coach, now manager. I think the title is like how the club nominate me, but on the end it's the same job. Because when I was head coach, I was involved in all the issues on the club, and now still the same, but only that they want to nominate me manager. I am happy, but not change my position on the club.
So you didn't ask for that then? You didn't ask for the change in the title?
No, I think that we are agree that will be good for myself, for the club, for all. It's true that manager means is a word that means different thing than the head coach, and maybe I was always manager the first day that I arrived here, and maybe it's describe better my job.
When you say it means different things, what's your understanding of the differences?
I think that I think head coach is only manage the team, and only you are a coach. But when you are a head coach, you need to care different things, not only coach the team. But I think that from the first day, my feeling was always I felt that was manager, and not only now we change the word, but on the end, I think my word continues to say the same, to do the same.
I think traditionally here, probably our understanding of it would be that you would be more in control or involved with transfers, rather than just being given players to coach on the pitch and during games. Is that something that you think?
No, I think that the same. We continue the same. We share the decision. It's for that we have different departments, and always on the end with Daniel Levy to decide the thing that will happen here. But I think always I feel, and I think the club feel, that I was manager from the first day, not only a head coach.
Did you want any assurances before you signed about the fact that the club was in a good position to keep its best players, but also to add significant investment into player recruitment? Was that important for you?
I think important when you see the project of the club and the ambition of the club, you want to stick yourself with the club. For me, it's a very important thing to try to help the club to achieve big things on the future. And for that, I'm very grateful, and all my staff with the club, with Daniel in special, because for trusting us. This is a very important step. This feeling is very important for us, and we feel that the people like us and the player, the staff, the supporter, I think it's a good opportunity to create big things and to try to achieve big things in the future.
And just as an example, when Arsenal were building their new stadium, they weren't able to spend as much money on players. Were you given assurances that you would still be able to invest in the playing squad and the money wouldn't all go to the stadium?
I think that we show that we are ambitious. It's a different way that you can show the ambition, and then it's a different way you can take to get success. I think in the last 2 seasons we show our ambition, and it's not only about money. It's true that to build a new stadium you need money, but to create a good team and fight for titles, trophies, is not only about money.
In terms of the finish to the season, then 1 game left and you can still finish second. How do you view the season, having come so close to winning the league? Do you feel disappointed that you can only finish second, or do you still say, look, second for Tottenham this season has been a very, very good season?
Well, it's different. It's difficult now to split the feelings because we feel disappointed after Chelsea game because in this moment we put ourselves out of the race for the title, and now to be second on the league, I think it's very important thing for the club. It's important to go straight away to the stage group of the Champions League. I think it's very important because it was a target on the beginning of the season. But we need to feel very happy and very proud. When you analyze all things that happened during the season, on the beginning, I think that to finalize on the season second is a fantastic achievement for the club.
And can I just ask you about a couple of other managers? Roberto Martinez lost his job yesterday, and Quique Sanchez Flores, it's been confirmed this morning, will be leaving at the end of the season at Watford as well. What does that say about the pressure to deliver that you guys are consistently under at this top level in England?
Yes, I feel very sorry for them. Always we keep a very good relationship with Quique and with Roberto, and then today football is a sport, but it's business, and the pressure in our shoulder is massive, and you know we are exposed to some time that was happened with them. Only to send a big hug and my solidarity with them, and football now, because it's in between sport and business, happen a lot, and the pressure is massive.
Just make you feel lucky to be here at a club with stability and obviously faith in the board.
Yes, I think that it's important to be grateful with the club for trusting us, and in a period that is very difficult for the manager to keep your position. I think that the club show in us a big confidence and trust, and this is very important for us.
Thank you. Congratulations on the new contract as well. You were a guest of Sam Allardyce recently at the LMA dinner a few weeks ago. How pleased are you for him that he's managed to keep Sunderland in the Premier League?
Yes, I have very good relationship with Sam. Happy for him and for a lot of players that are in Sunderland and were here, and you know, but in the same way we feel sorry. I feel sorry for Rafa and Norwich, but it's football and we need to accept the rules.
What do you think you'll say to Rafa when you see him at the weekend?
Yes, it's difficult for us to show them and Rafa, because I remember from the beginning of the season, in the pre-season we play in Munich and he was on Real Madrid, and 8, 9, 10 months after we joined him on Newcastle in a different situation, and yes, only my solidarity, my best. I want to send my best, and you know, it's my colleague, and always it's no good feeling when you are relegated.
Is it a little bit better for Tottenham to go to Newcastle this weekend with them relegated? Does that help you to confirm second place?
I think you never know. You never know. Like before, when we play again Chelsea, again West Brom or Southampton, we need to be focused on us. We need to do our job. It's not important the opponent. And it's true that we go when the idea to win the game, but difficult to guess what we expect or we will find on Newcastle.
Is it true you had lunch with Sir Alex this week? How was that?
Sorry?
Sir Alex Ferguson, you had lunch with him this week? Is
Yes,
that right?
Tuesday, yes.
How was that?
It was fantastic. For me, it was fantastic. It was the dream come true. Because when I was young, I started my career like a manager, always was my inspiration, was one of my reference. And when you can share 2 hours with a people, that for me was one of the greatest manager on the world, on the history of the football. Only you can enjoy, and difficult because you want that stop the time, but it was impossible. But was fantastic. Was fantastic.
So he didn't say to you, Mauricio, come to Manchester?
No, if you know Alex Ferguson, Sir Alex Ferguson, it's a people that all we can learn because fantastic. He has a fantastic history about life, football life. The same.
Greg Dyke said a few days ago at the FA that there's a deal close between Tottenham and the Football Association for you to play at Wembley. What will that mean to you to play at Wembley in the time between White Hart Lane and the new stadium?
I think it's an option. It's not close. It's true that there's a lot of rumor, but in the case that we will go to play in Wembley, I think it's a fantastic stadium, and I think maybe it's good to test if we play in the future on Wembley.
Good luck at the weekend.
Thank you very much.
Mauricio, it's been a fantastic season, but does the game against Newcastle at home, like the Southampton one just gone and Chelsea, show what you need to do to take the next step to kill off games when you're ahead?
Yes, I think that we play in during the year in a different period, and I think it's not only we need to assess the last few games. I think to move on and to grow up and to improve, we need to learn. And I think next season, more than tactic or physical condition, we need to improve the mental, the mental area or mental state. We need to improve. And this is our challenge for the next season.
Is that because something's happened mentally when you have got ahead?
Yes, but you know, I think it's for us was maybe the first season all together. This young group that play for big things, and if we analyze all the game, I think that always we were better than our opponent. But and then we need to understand that sometimes it's not only play well on the pitch, it's another game that we need to manage too. And for me, the mental state that we need to improve to be more strong in a different period of the game that you need to cross this line. No? But I think this is our challenge. Maybe in English it's difficult to explain, but in my mind the ideas, and it's one of my challenges to improve my English for the next season.
Good stuff.
Thank you.
Top.
How do you improve that mental state, Mauricio?
How?
Yeah.
Yes, many things that we have in our mind to improve. And this is that we need to deliver from the day one next season.
Do you have, you're in the Champions League next season, it'll be difficult to balance with the Premier League, with the squad as it is now? Do you think it's strong enough to compete in both those competitions?
I think that we need to improve our squad. This is very clear, and I think you are agree with me, our supporter and our player, our squad. I think we are all agree that we need to improve. It's a different level to play Champions League. To compete in Champions League, Premier League and the Cups is very important. To have a very good balance. We need to improve. We need to improve our squad.
Will playing in the Champions League make it more difficult for you to repeat what you've done in the league this year because the level is higher in the Champions League?
No, this is our challenge. It's for that we need to improve our squad to reduce the gap. The Champions League demands a lot of energy, more than the Europa League. It's a very different competition. It's for that we need to be sure that we have a strong squad for competing in all competition.
Take the last couple from Tom and then.
Mauricio, last week Arsene Wenger said that it would be a one-off this year if Tottenham finished above Arsenal. Is the aim for you to do it this season, but also for many years to come?
I think that our aims, our challenge is to stay the more higher possible on the table. I don't care what happened with different teams. It's impossible to be first. We need to try to be second. But don't care which is the club that fights with us.
Can you understand the supporters caring? It's been since 1995. It's been a long time. Can you understand?
Yes, in football are very important. The supporter and the feeling, they feeling, but we are professional, and to move on, we need to sometimes the emotion to put out and to be clever, and we need to fight first to improve ourselves and be strong in our idea. I think that I can understand that for our supporters are special things to be above Arsenal, but I want to be second, not because we'll be above our enemy or our opponent. It's because we are ambitious. Because the day that Arsenal maybe finish 8 and we finish 7, yes, we are above, but maybe it's not a success for us. I think it's very important to look ourselves and try to enjoy the position that we are, but don't care about what happened with our opponent.
Neil, last one, please.
I'm Richard. Just was wondering if you might have any advice for Rafa Benitez tomorrow. He's deciding whether he wants to stay at Newcastle and maybe managing the Championship next season. Is that a good move for such a good manager with a big history?
I don't know. It's difficult to give my opinion now. First of all, I need to talk to speak with him, and maybe he can let me know what decision he take on the future. But I think it's a difficult period for him because always is to be relegated is difficult for all, and I expect that the best for him. He's a great manager, great history, and every decision that he will take is good.